G'day, welcome to the Simple Cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you something very simple. I'm going to show you how to make sugar cubes. Now often people buy sugar cubes and they pay a lot for it. Just buy sugar and make them. Now you can buy molds, but you're going to pay $20 to $40 for one sheet of 24 to 36 little square blocks. So I thought, not everyone wants to buy sugar cubes. It's just as a novelty or something to do, and people don't need to have perfection in a square. So I'm going to show you how I make it without a mold. So come join me. Alright, depending on how much you want to make, just get a small bowl or a large mixing bowl. But for this, I'm just going to use a small bowl and I'm just going to have 1 cup of sugar. For this I'm going to use white granulated sugar. You can use caster or brown, whatever. But this is the sugar I'm going to use. Now just sort of drill a little hole in the middle as best you can. It's not going to be much, but that'll do. What you're going to want to do is put in 3 teaspoons of water. Just 3, straight in the middle. And get a fork. You can use your hands if you want, but get a fork and just mix it all together. Now next, just get a baking tray. I find that this one that I use for meatloaf is a good enough size. Now you can get bigger ones. If you've got a bigger one that's quite sort of square, then double the ingredients. Do 2 cups of sugar and 6 teaspoons of water. Now get some baking paper and line the bottom and pour this straight in. Now just spread it out a little bit. Try to get it as even as you can. Now we want this to be really quite compact, so a fork's not going to do that. So once you've got it sort of like that, get something like a meat tenderizer or something like this. This will flatten it quite well. Won't be perfect, but this is about doing things that are easy and simple, and not having to go out and buy new equipment every time you want to make something, because then it just becomes too expensive. Now get something like a knife, something that's quite thin, and we're going to very carefully just go across. So we're going to make the squares now. Alright, there we go. Now what you want to do is heat your oven to 120 degrees Celsius or 250 degrees Fahrenheit and put this in for about 1 hour. Alright, it's been in the oven for about 1 hour. Just let it cool for 10 minutes and then we'll get cracking. Alright, it's cooled down. I've taken it out and now you just have to carefully, it'll break up into pieces. And there you have some little sugar cubes. Beautiful. So now when someone asks you, do you want 1 or 2 lumps, or how many lumps do you like, you don't have to hit them anymore. You can actually present them with a sugar cube. And all you need to do is just store this. You can store this in the fridge if you want, you can store it in the cupboard, just have it in an airtight jar and it's ready to go. So simple. Well, I hope you like how I make sugar cubes. Very simple, and as I said earlier, you can buy special molds for it, but they're going to cost you $20 to $40, and it just seems like for something quite simple, the way I do it, it's going to save you $20 to $40 on the mold. and they come out really nice, square. And I've been doing this for ages and they'll last you for months. So I'll see you next time for my next meal.